Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Mr. Argueta. I will be your instructor for Principles of Supply Chain Management. Here in the summer, I wanted to put a video out together for those of you who have not in the past taken a class with me online or have not taken a class online at all, and kind of give you a inside look before class starts on what to expect. This is a quick moving class and did not want you to fall behind. I know traditionally we have a week of sort of review of the syllabus and kind of ease into the course when we have 15 to 16 weeks, but this is a shortened class. It's an accelerated summer class. There's a lot to cover, so we lose no time. So this is our D2L, and this is how you get started. We'll be putting announcements up here, but most of your content that you'll be working on will be under content. If you click on that, you will see. Prior to that, I will have the expectation that you're going to look at your syllabus, which is here. Simple syllabus explains how the class is structured, more importantly, how you're being graded. We'll be adding points throughout the semester. This will explain where the points are. It's important for you to understand where you're gaining or where you're losing points if you don't complete an assignment. So please make sure you take time to kind of review this and see how it works. Total points that we're going to earn during the summer could be up to 5,800 points, and it'll break down, where you fall into this category. Here will be the individual assignments with their point associated to that. So I want to point out though that the test, and you'll read this, I'll explain this in just a second, not the quiz, but the test will have 4 separate tests. This class does not have a midterm or a final. Instead, we have 4 blocked tests of quizzes that you have gone through or chapters that you have reviewed. So chapter 1 through chapter 4 we'll see in week number 2, and that equals out to 400 points. So just to give you an example of what we're talking about here, if you did 1, 2 for this week number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, you did all your assignments but failed to do your test, you basically would have been better off completing your chapter test and not wasting your time on 4 assignments. I'm not telling you not to do those assignments. I'm just trying to give you an understanding of the weight that each one of these tests hold. We also have 3 weekly discussions. I'll talk about that in just a second. I want to kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at here. For the most part, most of you have seen this type of setup, but we'll get started here, and I'll include this video in our actual content. But introduction video, which is what I'm going to post here. I also, by the way, post in week 1 my actual introduction, who I am, where I come from, my family, that type of stuff, just to connect with you and let you know who I am. But in regards to this is more instructional in what our course looks like. So introduction video and instructions, for the most part, I go through this and who I am. I'm Mr. Argueta. It's an 8-week accelerated online program. We will move very quickly. I do not accept late work, as you will see in the syllabus. The reason why I don't accept late work is because it's too much of an accelerated class to allow that to happen. We don't have time to lose here. So 3 discussions, as I mentioned. Here's the expectation of that. You will submit your original post by Wednesday so that others can come in and reply to that post. I will put up a video myself. You can use video if you want, or you can type it out. Now, I don't have a word minimum, but I do have a content minimum. If you're posting a 1-sentence reply, I will not recognize that as an actual post for a classmate, for my video, or for your original post. Give me some content. Let's have a conversation. Don't look at this like an obligation. Look at it like you would in a class. You wouldn't just, someone said, well, I think supply chain management sucks. You wouldn't be like, true, facts. You would have a conversation around that topic. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to agree with me, because I see a lot of that. Oh, I agree with your post. Really don't care if you agree. I want you to add value to the conversation. So let's look at this more of a conversation instead of an obligation, okay? You only have 3 discussions, so it's not going to be overwhelming. Here's the weeks in which your test will be assigned. These are the ones that count for 400 points. So make sure you're ready and prepared for that. This class does have a capstone. So I'll be talking more in detail in my videos in regards to this. My videos will not be lectures. They'll be similar to this, just a conversation around what to expect for the week, what's coming up, how the week has been, all that good stuff. So the capstone class I'll be talking about in the videos, but I just want to give you a heads up. You'll be working on a research paper from 8 to 10 pages on a company that you want to research, okay? So that is due at the end of the class. So week 8, July 1st, I'll open up that information, but you'll have to the 15th to submit that so I can get that graded on time and submit my grades. Just so you know. So one of the big tips that I give people in regards to this class is start early in the week. Every week, as you can tell on the left-hand side, you have week 1 through 8. Every week will start every Wednesday at 12 a.m. So every beginning second of the Wednesday, that folder will open up. In that folder, you'll find your work for the week. For example, our discussion week number 1 is how do logistics and supply management impact your life daily? That'll be the discussion. I talk a little bit about it. You will see when you click on this, you will see this is the topic, how to post on there. Here we go. You post it here. Okay, so you start your new thread. I will post my video or discussion topic here as well. Like I will post like you. I'm not expecting you to do this and I just read. I want to be part of this class and your conversation in regards to this, okay? So that's where you start either one of these. You can start your thread and start either posting on it. So if I hit start, it'll give me the subject. It'll give me options if I wanted to upload a video that I want to share with you guys, and that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to click this more actions. Oh, sorry, no. Maybe it's a link right there. Yep. Insert a quick link. It'll give me some options on what type of links, and I want to go to probably a library, a media link, or something external learning tools, or third-party stuff. But either way, you'll be able to put up a video if you want, or you can just type out the discussion. Once again, don't have a word minimum. I have a content minimum. So that's that. Let's go back. I'm sorry for the delay. The computer running really slow because I'm running this recording option. But week 2, you'll notice that you have your chapter work. So chapter 3, smart book and quiz, and your test, no discussion. Because it'll be too much. I don't want you to get overwhelmed with stuff, especially because it's summer. I'll show you the difference again. Week 1, there's your discussion, or here's your discussion. Here's the smart book quiz, smart book quiz, and that's all you have to do for week 1. And it goes on and on. Week 3 goes on and on. Smart book quiz, and there's your discussion. Okay, launching a new app. Week number 4, smart book quiz. There's your test 2. Okay, so it goes on and on. Week 8, as I mentioned, here's your capstone project. Now, let me make this a little bigger so you can kind of have an idea of what we're looking at. So you're going to apply essentially some of these terms. You're going to use some of it. I'll tell you from previous classes, the people who do really good are people who are able to connect what you've read and learned about throughout the semester into this theme. My suggestion is grab this and build off of what you see here. It's the details are here. I also will recommend, now listen to me carefully here, I recommend you use your resources. However, if I detect AI prompting, that's different than assisting. Like if you use AI to give you information and you verify, don't let it hallucinate, Because if I find you you put up you put up a reference or a source that doesn't have nothing to do or has nothing to do with the topic, I'm going to know that that was a hallucination from AI. And there's different things that AI does that's pretty obvious. So make sure that it's still your work. Utilize AI to help you with your grammar, to help you with your format, to help you design it, to get ideas, to look and research. But make sure it is your thought. Because if I identify that you're just prompting it, we're in trouble. I'm not gonna even waste my time with that, because we're adults here. I'm expecting quality work from you guys. Most of you are either sophomores, juniors, and maybe even some seniors in the group. So please make sure that you are not abusing AI. You're using it ethically. What else do I got for you? For the most part, that's it, guys. Actually, I'm gonna quickly tell you about myself. That way you know who you're dealing with. My name is Mr. Argueta, Laner Argueta. I am originally from Chicago and moved here about 15 years ago now. 16, I guess, going on 16 years in July. Came here to raise my family with my wife. We had a couple businesses in Chicago. We're in Chicago. And then when we came down here, we took a little break and started sort of exploring what we wanted to do. We didn't go back into business, but we sort of started raising our family here. We live in Calhoun, Georgia. I have 2 kids that I'm extremely proud of. My daughter is a 4th grade teacher in Athens and graduated from the University of Georgia. Go Dogs. And then my son actually just went through his ceremony, but he finished his program at Berry and now is working at a hospital in Rome and is going to be moving on to his physician associates program, which is like the person you see now when you go to a doctor or emergency room and all that stuff. Anyhow, that said, extremely proud of both of them. They completed their undergrads. Now they're moving on to higher level educations and super excited about that. My wife works here in Dalton as well. And she is a 4th grade teacher in City Park. Some of you might have siblings that might have gone to her class. Of course, she's a Miss Argueta. And we love to travel. We love food. We love to talk about food. I love coffee. As you can tell in the back here, I got my little coffee station with my espressos. I've been teaching business for 10 years. I took about 5 years off and just kind of, regrouped here in Georgia and settled in. And as I mentioned, in Chicago, our first real big business will be a golf manufacturing company that we had in Chicago. We're pretty excited about that. We did that for several years until we sold it and moved into real estate. We did some real estate for a few years and just kind of bounced around in different areas until we decided to take it slow and come back and sort of focus on our family. I am a resident, as I mentioned, of Calhoun, but I spend most of my day in Dalton. Work out here. We love frequenting some of the restaurants here. So you probably will see me around. So don't be a stranger. I'm not. I love talking to people and meeting people, especially those of you who are taking a class online, because we don't get to know each other in person. And I've taught this class in the previous semester, got to know some of those students pretty well, and I'll be teaching again, it looks like, in the fall semester. So excited to go through this journey with you. I hope that you guys enjoy the videos. I do this normally in other classes on a weekly basis, but with your class, with so much information that we're trying to get to you, I'll be doing it only 3 times a semester. But best way to reach me, email largets@daltonstate.edu. That way we can connect. If you have any questions or need me to go in for some reason, need to meet with me, I'll be happy to do that and accommodate for you. I appreciate you guys. Looking forward to meeting everyone virtually. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Take care, guys. Bye.